Hey, you guys, it's the Yoruba Goddess Ottick, and I decided to, review Married to Medicine. I haven't watched it for a couple of seasons now, because it got a little bit uninteresting to me, I guess, a little bit. It got a little bit too much. It got a little bit too fuzzy. So, anyways, I'm about to get into it. So, yeah, live commentary right here. So the beginning of the episode starts with like Mariah saying, "We sip wine, we don't throw wine," or something like that from the very first season. Okay. I miss Mariah. I need her back on the show. Okay. No matter how hard Quad and Miss Heavenly try. Okay. Period. Okay. We need Mariah back. She's that missing, okay, that missing ingredient. So it fast forwards to 2023 now after it gave like a quick, look back at a lot of the seasons before. Yes. Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Okay. Period. Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? All right. Mariah. Shout out to Mariah. Okay. The creator extraordinaire, okay, of Married to Medicine. Period. And on Dr. Jackie, I don't know. She's not needed, in my opinion. Of course, she's needed in the world, but after what she did to that nice young lady with in the interracial relationship, I was just like, you don't do that as a doctor, and as a doctor, you should know better than that instead of giving excuses. You know what I'm saying? You own up to it, and you don't do it again. But she never gave that woman that courtesy, it seems. But again, doctors, they know it all, right? Though a lot of them don't know to stand up for what's right for the good of people, which is the sugar is really bad for you and things of that nature. They're not going to correct their industry, but they want to know it all to everybody else. Start by correcting your industry, okay? Like several people are getting the strength to do nowadays. Unpopular opinion, I think Dr. Simone and Cecil, they would have been better as friends during that time where they were thinking about splitting. Hey, maybe they would have been better as friends and co-parenting. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes partners seem to drag some of their partners down sometimes. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, Mr. B. Okay, so it's already giving dramatic. Okay. Okay, with the Phaedra, I could not take her. Whether she's here or not, is I could do without her. Okay, on any reality show, quite frankly. But she's here now, so let's try to embrace it. I mean, I guess. And yes, that BB. And yes, that stripper preview scene, okay, with Dr. G is definitely giving. I want to be the star. I want to be the star. You put the flesh on me. I feel I'm the most important. That's what it's giving, Dr. G. Okay, and yeah, I have your moment. Yes, for Mariah Huck still being okay, credited. Thank goodness. Okay. I don't know about the fashions where Dr. Heavenly is in this opening scene. I don't know. Shade out the gate. Dr. Heavenly. Oh God, she used to get on nerves, but you kind of embrace after a while because you just gotta say what you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? I can embrace that for sure. Talking about Toya. And of course, Phaedra is dating a Nigerian. Mariah is definitely needed. Like, it's aging out. It's aging out. And you know what? They're probably like, they don't want to mess up what Mariah put together, okay? Because it was magic. Mwah. Of course, is missing a key aspect, which is her, okay? Period. You know what I'm saying? I never even knew, like, you know what I'm saying? You notice something is missing every time, you know what I'm saying? And they're probably afraid to revamp the show because, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, it's still working kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because again, Mariah picked all these ladies, for the most part, but let me stop. Look at me fanning out. And I'm not even a fan of nobody but Beyonce, period. Cecil don't give a damn about your cooking, Simone. Again, I don't know if they needed to write a relationship book, okay, period, because they should maybe just be friends. But again, I like Dr. Simone. I think she's beautiful. I think she's funny. But again, like a lot of women, has there is a serious crisis with partner selection amongst women. There is, which is why I do what I do. But of course, I'm going to use every moment that I can in reality to kind of, show that. But anyways, let's get back into. Yeah, so I'm glad they let that book go because okay, it was holding on by a thread as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and that is still not the best matchup, but hey, if they're making it do what it do, that's. And Toya, I think she actually did a really smart partner selection for herself. I would have gone a little bit older if I were her, but she did a superb job. She knew what to do, so I will give it to Toya on that. I don't know what's going on with Simone. I mean, with Toya, but I like her at the weight that she is currently at. Period. She does not need to lose anything else, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Okay, Toya, slow. Quad is over dramatic, girl, child. I can't take. I can't. Okay, but it is what it is. Her and Dr. Gregory were just. It was oil and water. Period. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy for the both of them that they got away from each other and everything that needed to happen happened. I guess, but yeah, Quappy doing too much. God damn it. Ugh. But she's cool and all. But yeah, bring back Mariah, please. They just showed a preview of Dr. G and the doppelganger Toya look-alike or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I almost wanted to vomit in my mouth when I saw them peck each other. Okay, so they're talking about Quad a lot. I don't know why, because she was at home tending to her wigs. Okay, period. So they need to stop that. That looks a little weird. But anyways, so it comes out that what's the Phaedra? Yes, okay, that Phaedra used to date Doctor G or whatever. I mean, but that's how she met what's her name? Quad. So yeah, okay. And then they get interrupted as Phaedra was trying to like put some context to the dating of her and Dr. G, but whatever. And the ladies look, fairly decent. Phaedra tried it. She really tried to put that look together, and yeah, it was fairly decent. Of course, Dr. Heavenly, she looked like she was rushing to get there. So, and who was the other lady? I can't recall right now, but yeah, the other lady again was Dr. Jackie again, who is on the show, I guess. So it's Simone and Cecil and Toya and Eugene and I guess Dr. Greg and the new girl that kind of sort of resembles Simone a little bit in the face. I mean, Toya a little bit in the face, but again, it's like a broke down doppelganger, but like a doppelganger Toya, broke down doppelganger Toya with a stronger jaw. Yeah, perfectly. Yeah, stronger jaw and definitely a different body shape. Yep, period. That's all I'm gonna say. So, and by the way, when you sit Toya and whatever her name is next to each other, you can clearly see the difference. Okay, but anyways, so they asking Dr. Greg about, oh, how was it when when he was single and out there, and he was like, oh, all the people was in my DMs, all the people was in my DMs, like. Relax, your fiance is right there. He was gloating. His face was just beaming about it. And then her ass gonna say, "Oh, and I was one of them. I hopped into his DMs and I was like, I can give you what you need, girl. Ooh, this ain't gonna work out. If that's how it started, nah, this not gonna work out. I don't foresee it working out, girl. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? As a partner selection expert, it ain't going to work out. It ain't. But we'll see. We're gonna. Oh Lord, so she's coming in from the DMV area. Oh gosh. Okay. But I mean her personality, I think it better suits dealing with Dr. G for as long as she possibly can deal with him. I do appreciate Dr. Heavenly's relationship with her daughter. I think it's so precious. I think I may be worse if I become a mom. I don't know. I never know, but yeah, I go back and forth with that. But yeah, definitely do appreciate their relationship and how it's being shown and how everyone's coming into their own. I'm just so happy and I'm proud of you know Dr. Heavenly realizing that maybe she has to kind of let back the reins a little bit, but so yeah, I definitely appreciated this scene with her and the dresses for the prom and stuff. I can definitely relate to Dr. Heavenly, scraping to get it, you know what I'm saying, as far as setting the trends for the new generation of your family and things of that nature. So, yes, we might not have everything, but we made what we had work. So, it's different for each person and each family out there. So yeah, so I definitely do respect Dr. Heavenly's hustle, like period. She even messed up. Okay. So I would have loved to see her and Mariah really get along, but maybe that's too much to ask for. I don't know. Because I would have loved to see that. And if for some reason her Heavenly and Quad could get it together, oh that would be great. But Mariah, I would definitely appreciate just Mariah coming back, period, and interacting with, Dr. Heavenly and seeing how that goes. I would like to see them bounce off of each other. I think that would be even better. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Period. Okay, this sweet tea girl was born in Arkansas. Okay, Cottontown, Arkansas. Okay, not DC, thank God. Arkansas, and she grew up in Texas, okay? And I used to live in Dallas, Texas. So okay, but she grew up in Killeen. So okay, hey girl. And I should have known. Hold on. And I should have known because it was having a hoedown. You know what I'm saying? As their engagement party or whatever. Oh no. Not Beyonce Renaissance. Not Beyonce Renaissance. Oh my goodness. Not Beyonce Renaissance in here. Okay, actually, it's hilarious. Cottontail, Arkansas. But yes, just because you're from the South, just because you have a country accent, I just want to remind everyone that doesn't mean that you're slow. Okay. If anything, that'll help you, you know what I'm saying, trick or hustle the hustlers, you know what I'm saying? Hustle the Eastern, you know what I'm saying, the New Yorkers and all them type people that like to announce where they from all the goddamn time. Okay. So the people in the South, they're not slow just because they talk slow. Please believe that. They'll be talking slow and be fooling you at the same damn time. Let's be real with that. So if you think people from the South are slow, okay. That's what I didn't even realize how DC sounds so country until I went to boarding school in Nigeria for a couple of years, came back, heard one of my in fact, one of my best friends at the time when she heard that I came back, it was like back at it, right? And I was like, "Girl, why you sound so country?" She was like, "What you mean I sound country?" I was like, "Oh my God, is this how we talk?" Realize, when you're conscious of your accent, you're like, "Oh my God." I was never conscious of it prior to like going back home to Nigeria and being in boarding school and coming back and like everything sounds a little bit different. You have to reacclimate yourself to these, accents and stuff like that. So I can relate to Sweet Tea. Like I said, I think she's a good match for Dr. G while everything is nice, fun, and bubbly. Yes, Toya picked a nice partner. She knew what to do when it comes to picking a partner. So, some women are upset because maybe they didn't pick as good of a partner, even though they may inflate their partner's excellence to themselves. Yeah, they may still be upset with certain women that definitely knew how to pick a partner. So, yeah, I mean, if I was Toya and or if let's just say if there was someone that was Toya or similar to Toya and they had a colleague speaking, about them a little bit more than some of the other women that they may speak about, then it would inflate my ego. I'm like, damn, okay, hey, you all up in my business. There must be something poking you there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just however you look at things, you know what I'm saying? But there's some real factual stuff that may be really getting under Toya's skin. So, you know, but the thing about Heavenly is, I mean, she'll just spitfire say that as it comes to her head. That might not always be the best thing, but at least, it's coming from a genuine place, whether it's genuinely hating, genuinely being hating with being a hater, or genuinely concerned, or genuinely, you know, sometimes you can tell with Dr. Heavenly, maybe sometimes you can't. But most times I think you can tell. And sometimes people do say just random stuff out their mouths, and you have to be prepared to also say random stuff out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You gotta meet fire with fire sometimes. That's how some of these, especially narcissistic type of people or characteristic having type of people are. You gotta meet fire with fire. And some people aren't narcissistically showing traits like in a conscious way. Some people are unconscious of their narcissism. As terrible as that sounds, it's a fact. which is why it's very, very important to be self-aware, which is why, I'm the self-awareness coach, partner selection coach, confidence curator, okay? All of those things. But yes, let me get back to Toya slapped nothing. She slapped the outfit, the booty. But look, I have a small petite booty, so I can't even say much. Curtis in the Dominican Republic. Girl, Jackie, get off the show. Get off the show. Oh God, he might embarrass you again. That's what I'm predicting. Okay, Jackie. Okay, I don't want him wearing you down. Girl, get off the show. Okay, because it's like, yes, she's a staple. She's a doctor, very respected, but must she be on the damn show? God, it's like ew. It's like it ages the show for me even more. But I think Sweet Tea's edition again is pretty good. Bless you, Mr. BB. It's pretty good. I'm glad she has a twin sister that she actually gets along with, even though they're fraternal twins, I believe. Because yeah, they don't look. I mean, yeah, but yeah. So I think this is making for a good episode so far. Yeah. But I understand Dr. Jackie's perception for sure. Like walking into Quad's home, you know what I'm saying? Well, what was Quad's home 5 years ago or so, and it being a completely different like design, different partner with Greg. Yes, I can definitely feel Dr. Jackie on that. And when I speak on a personal thing, just I'm trying to be as objective as possible from my perspective. Okay. All right, but again, these are my opinions, period. I'm just having fun with it. Yeah. So it's not like I'm just saying what I see, period. Dr. G's friend Dolapo, he's definitely Yoruba. Okay, Dolapo, that's one of the most common Yoruba names. Okay, period. So that was very good to see. Okay, definitely Nigerian being infused in Atlanta for show. Hey, we can take. So Dr. Kima and his wife also showed up, and she looks adorable. She's from DC, loving it. Okay, all of that giving me major Tyra Banks, type of model esque features. Loving it. Okay, so let's. I wonder what their story is. Maybe they're gonna do Married to Medicine DC. That would be like period top notch because they can do NIH, the National Institute of Health is right there. You know what I'm saying? DC, Maryland, of course, it kind of intertwines at times, and Virginia as well. But that'll be lit. That'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Period. We definitely be watching it over here. Okay, it'll be very interesting. Look at me pitching Married to Medicine DC. Okay, when I'm just getting back to Married to Medicine, the regular one. So Dr. Kima, who is also a friend of Dr. G and Dr. Heavenly, um, his wife is also like a dentist. And then Toya asked, "Hey, so you're gonna work under Dr. Heavenly?" She was like, "No." And I absolutely appreciate the answer that she gave. I like to keep work and friendship separate. Period. And I think that's because ultimately I've had friends I've hired them for positions like, especially when I was in HR, I was hiring them, and sometimes they're gonna make you look really good and sometimes they're gonna make you look really, really bad. And most times it'll be the former, it'll be the latter, okay? And at the end of the day, you probably end up parting ways as strangers, becoming strangers again anyway. So you have to be really careful. Don't be sticking your neck out on the line for people that most likely wouldn't do the same for you. And even if they could, they possibly still wouldn't do the same for you. So you really have to think about certain things. You know what I'm saying? And put yourself. Y'all, I just saw the preview of access to the money, access to the money. So, of course, the men and the women separate. The men are outside talking. The women, of course, are inside. You know what I'm saying? Kikiing it up a little bit, I guess. And then Heavenly, because, of course, one Sweetie said, well, Heavenly asked Sweetie what's her favorite part about, being engaged and all that stuff. And that's when Sweetie says, a little access to the money, a little access to the money. So, yeah. So, after that, Heavenly follows up with, has anyone ever called you a gold digger? So that's basically Heavenly calling her a gold digger. And it's anyways perfectly executed. Sweetie then says, no, not really. And then Phaedra had to be like, or whoever had to be like, has anyone ever called you that? She's like, no. She said, then your answer is no, girl. So I enjoyed. Then Toya then followed up with, because people would say, speaking about gold diggers, that was Dr. Heavenly, of course, and she was like, maybe Sweet Tea is digging for copper. Maybe she's the lower level gold. Okay. And then Toya follows up with, asking Phaedra, like, oh, because everyone does know his ex, and she asked Phaedra, hey, how is she? She heard that she had got a DUI and things of that nature. So, that's about. Oh my God. Then Sweet Tea reveals that, she's been going to Dr. Simone, because, fibroid issues, cyst issues, things of that nature, feminine issues, right? And then Dr. Heavenly is like, well, Jackie does all of that stuff, blah, blah, why? But, Dr. Simone referred her to a specialist who specializes in those things. And Dr. Heavenly is like, why can't we just keep it all in the family, in the friend group or whatever? So I hear where Dr. Heavenly was coming from with her messy ass. But I understand more of what Dr. Simone was saying. And plus, it might just be downright uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking of it like that as well. But so I think Dr. Simone's issue with Dr. Heavenly is that Dr. Heavenly is more so of a dentist. So there's certain maybe educational courses that aren't applicable to dentistry that would be for like internal medicine and things of that nature, surgeons and things of that nature. So I think Dr. Simone really gets irritated by Dr. Heavenly's lack of knowledge in those areas. But Dr. Simone, what I want her to understand is Dr. Heavenly, that's Dr. Heavenly's way of picking and asking questions of things that maybe she's not very knowledgeable about, nor has a foundation based knowledge of. You know what I'm saying? Or she's just being silly and wants to get under your skin. Anyway, Dr. Simone, there's a different way that you can definitely approach Dr. Heavenly's nitpicking, making a scene, making TV. So just incorporate that into how you deal with her. That would be a good approach, maybe Dr. Simone. But I like Dr. Simone as well. In fact, I prefer Dr. Simone to Dr. Jackie, even though I prefer Dr. Jackie's, professionalism and all of that. But that's not what the show is for. It's married to medicine, okay? And the marriage of Curtis and where was he, Dominican Republic or whatever, don't look good as far as this partner selection coach things, period. But so they ended the episode getting their marriage license and everything like that. So, but then they show everything that leads up and after oh Lord, it's gonna be very interesting it seems. But I'm happy I'm kind of reviewing it maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But so far, so good. It's hilarious. And yeah, if you guys like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do whatever, whatever. Let me hear your opinions on what's going on, predictions, and all those things. Okay. Till the next time. Bye, y'all.